Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another episode. Today I got a little bit of a different one for you. There are a lot of times where I'm making videos and I try to be nice. I'll put it that way. I try to be nice. There's things Last Word does that, may not make the most sense to most people. Things like clicking on an egg, and if I wanted to collect it, and I have to hit confirm. In most of my videos, when I'm posting things, guides, or just strategy items, I try not to get too far into the weeds of how dumb some of this stuff is, or why it doesn't make sense, or what I think they should do instead. Typically, I avoid that, and I think Last Word is not exactly too thrilled with me because of some of the things I've said about it in the past, about things they've done and the way the game's run. That is why today I want to have a little fun and maybe run through some ideas of what is going through their heads when they drop some of this content or make some of the changes they make. So let's jump in and go through these. First off, if you're playing a game for a while, you kind of get into a habit of knowing where to click. You get into a little bit of a rhythm, so to speak. So when you click on things and you're trying to do something, your finger kind of knows where to go instinctively. So when a game developer decides, hey, let's change those buttons around, and so I wanted to click share, and I naturally want to hit share on the left side. They flipped that. They said, hey, let's put it on the left side, or put the cancel on the left side, put the confirm or share on the right side. So I'd love to know how that meeting went. Sitting down, hey Bob, what? Got this great idea. Let's go ahead and just really confuse all the players. What you got in mind? Flip the buttons. Great, love it, let's do it. On top of that, now when you go to do things like teleport and you want to move somewhere, they flipped these buttons too. So now the confirm is on the left side and the cancel is on the right side. There is no consistency, and it's like they just love the confusion and the frustration this causes. The thing is, it didn't even make sense before because they already flipped. They just flipped them to the other side on all of this stuff. It just blows my mind the way that they do this. And it was across the board in a couple different ways. Just overnight, no explanation, dropped an update, and then people got on and were so confused. And I'm still clicking on the wrong things all the time. Every time I go to share, I'm just so used to, after 12 plus months, clicking, and you go to share, you want to hit that left side, which now is cancel. So then you got to go back through and do it again. And then next, this is probably my favorite one. When you go to click on a golden egg and it asks you if you want to confirm if you are sure you want to collect that golden egg. That meeting was probably something like this. Hey, when you collect a golden egg, Bob, should you confirm? Yeah, let's confirm. Is there any reason to it? No. Let's just have another button. Just make it take another half a second longer to confirm that you want an egg, and then you miss the other egg that drops after that or before that because then you can't open that one up fast enough. I think our players are really going to love that, Bob. Makes no sense. Wish they would get rid of that confirm button. If you click an egg to collect it, it should just automatically collect it. It's just like sending it out. When you send out the egg, you automatically collect it. There's no reason why you should be confirming. They fixed the part where when you send an egg out, you automatically collect it. Before, it used to be you send an egg out, then you had to confirm that you wanted to collect it. That was even more insane. So I don't know, maybe in another year or so they'll remove the confirm button. But I'm not holding my breath. There's a lot of things in here that they still haven't fixed yet. Because you know why? In that same meeting, Bob was all excited to get himself some new skins for the survivors. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Bob wanted new skins for the survivors, and he got new skins for the survivors. I don't even know how many of you actually pay attention to the survivors or know that some of these were changed and updated or when they were updated. I have no idea when some of these were added, like this new Ashley. No idea. Couldn't tell you, but Bob got his way. He got his survivor avatars updated, and they are looking sweet, though nobody even looks at them. You know what else Bob said? Bob said he loves his animations. And in that same meeting, he also told him, let's get some animations for the trucks, because who doesn't want to have a bunch of random swooshy animations and some over-the-top obnoxious animation whenever you end up getting a reindeer sleigh? Bob socks were absolutely just blown off in that second. Don't worry, for you that only took a second. For me, that took about 45 seconds to click through to get that for you. But man, was Bob amped for that animation. I'm so glad we got some quality of life animations going on here. Next up, we got tactics cards. And while tactic cards, pretty good overall, I think it's a good addition to the game. That meeting had to be very interesting because Bob likes to shake things up. So as Bob was hearing the pitch meeting for the new cards, he thought to himself, guys, let's put a level restriction on here. Why, Bob? Well, I think it just would be good. For what? No reason. It just sounds like a good idea. Okay, Bob. Well, if we're going to have that restriction, what level are you thinking? Like 20, 40, 60? Make sure people get a little bit of an understanding of the season. They've been playing for a while. Nah, 80. 80? That's almost maxed out, Bob. I know. I like 80. Okay, Bob. Well, that makes no sense. Well, to me, it makes sense. 80 it is. Okay. So here we are with a level 80 restriction. No idea why. There's nothing in the profession tree that is special about level 80. Level 70, 75 is kind of what season 2 caps at. So I don't know. I mean, this isn't like you're in season 2 or season 3 anyways. So why there's a cap, I am not entirely sure. And I get it. You don't want people to have tactic cards and be able to have all this power right away if they're brand new to the game. But I don't know. I don't understand why putting a restriction here makes sense, but Bob loves it, and therefore we have it. It's just unfortunate on my baby account that I cannot use this right now just because of this stupid little cap. Last but not least, the one that is blowing everyone's mind, including Bob's mind. Bob absolutely loved this idea. When he pitched this idea, oh man, did his spidey senses tingle. He thought he had a real winner with this one. So going into the season battle pass, Bob was like, hey, let's add something fun and exciting. What you got, Bob? I think a chroma skin for the dog base skin. Okay, what are you thinking? I'm thinking a 30-day chroma skin for free for players that probably don't even have the base to begin with. Sounds like a fantastic idea, Bob. Let's throw that in there. So what's the plan for the free-to-play players and the low-end spenders that don't have that yet? Doesn't matter. Well, Bob, we do have this new cosmetic shop, and that is part of it. And let's go ahead and flip these around. Now the order is different. So what do you think, Bob? Should we give this base to them for free? I don't know. For now, let's just still make them pay $400 for it. Okay, but they're getting this free chroma skin, and we gotta plan to give this to them for free at some point, right? I don't know. All right, we love it. Let's go with it. So yes, here we are with this base and a chroma, which you get for free. Unfortunately, it's not letting me. There it goes. You can see down here, you have the one for season 4. That one is automatic. So as soon as you're in season 4, you get this skin. As long as you have the original base skin, you get the little ninja skin. And it's only, you can see now it has a countdown. So it's only available in season. I don't understand why they do that. Why not leave it available after the season, unless down the road they're going to add to the cosmetics shop and you can pick these up, the chroma effects up on these bases later on. I don't know. I would think if they would have done that, they would put the one back in for the cat that we had in season 3. I thought that would have been in the cosmetic shop. And then down here you got the Aurora Fighter, which, you know, as you can see, it hit obtain and you have to get it from the store or from the season pass. But then you still need the base skin to equip it. So it's useless. Most of the players that are going to get this aren't even going to be able to use it. It's just going to be sitting in their inventory for who knows how long. And I brought this up in a previous video when I was talking about the base skins that they're bringing out that could be, you know, quote unquote free. We have yet to see anything that confirms that these are going to be for free. But given the fact that they're in the stores, it seems a highly likely that they would be at some point. We'll just have to see how we get these tokens outside of paying, you know, $100 for 1,000. So basically $400 for the skin. But all kinds of, I call it stupid, wrapped up into this. You have a base skin that right now you have to pay for, which anybody that's been spending money and got this out of a holiday store, you know, is going to have it out of the holiday store. They're not going to sit here and spend $400 just to buy a base skin. More than likely anyways. There might be somebody out there that maybe didn't get it for whatever reason. Now they want to spend the $400 to get it now. I don't know. But why in the world would you make a chroma effect for the base skin and only limit it to 30 days? You're getting it as a reward. You unlock it. Everything else in here is, you know, what I would call, you know, a permanent aside from the season stuff. You know, you use that, you're getting value from it. This, it has no stats. It's just a chroma effect. You're unlocking it. You get it. Why not keep it for a lifetime? It makes no sense to limit this for 30 days. Why not just give it out for free? People have that freedom to switch things up. So not everybody's running the same thing. That's the annoying thing. You're forced to have to run the same base effects. You can't change it up. They really limit that stuff. And then the fact they throw this in here like, hey, cool, this new chroma effect, but you only have it for 30 days, so choose wisely. So dumb. I don't like it. I would almost rather not even have this in here at all. It just, for free-to-play players, makes no sense. For low-end spenders, you know, they might not even have the base either. High-end spenders, they're not going to care about this chroma effect. They probably would rather see it in the actual store here, so the $20 pack. Throw it in here, make it a lifetime chroma effect if that's the case, because those people are going to have the base skin. They would like to have the option. Throw it in there for the $20, because the free-to-play players that are going to go in here and say, oh, hey, I get a chroma effect, aren't going to have it. It's just a waste, in my opinion. All right, well, I could go on for days and days about some of the ridiculous things here. This is just some of them. It's just having a little bit of fun. If you guys like this video, let me know. What are some things that you guys see in the game that you think are either just ridiculous? Obviously, there's a lot of stuff that's overpriced, but you think could be a lot better that they should fix, they could tweak to make a lot better for just things you think would help the overall quality of life of the game. Thanks again for watching, everybody. I hope you have a great day.